And some changes here as the D-line separates some. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Again, it's Fournette. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. And even 40 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays. But when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Completes it to Lee. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Again, it's Bortles. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 36 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And the play clock's running down. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Gordon on first down. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, and they can move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. That's complete right around the 8. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Here's Rivers. That's caught at the 1. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin from a yard out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams.
And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing, Rivers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move?
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Rivers on first down. Completes it to Benjamin. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, Rivers. It's complete to Williams. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Here we go now. 3, 39.
Bortles to throw on second down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. The L.A. Chargers taking over on offense here in a second. They won 6 of their last 7 in 2017. You mentioned earlier just missing the playoffs. And, you know, who would have guessed that they would have had a rebound like that because they started 0-4.
They really channeled, what, the 1992 Chargers franchise. They started 0-4 and ended up 12-4 and won their division. But they came close. What a valiant run. But they ran into our producer, Ben Ramsauer's Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City late in the season. That one loss out of those last 7, that's the one that kept them out of the playoffs.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Rivers now on second down. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Powerful running. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Last year for Keenan Allen, by the way, 102 receptions in 2017. Chargers record, he actually passed a running back, LaDainian Tomlinson, who had that record.
Yeah, running back and a Hall of Famer. Third in the NFL in receiving yards with over 1,300, nearly 1,400 yards. Played only 9 games in the last 2 years, but here's why I really like him. Clutch on third down. Led the NFL in third down receptions. Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Third and short yardage, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Allen, the man in motion right. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Robinson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. The 30, 20, 10, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 82 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Well, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The punter, Kaiser, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing now is Bortles. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On second down, here's Bortles. And he is going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Bortles. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 83 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The punter, Kaiser, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're still in the lead. Gave up the touchdown a moment ago. Now they'll be looking to equal that for their first drive of the second half.
They're trying to come back with an answer. Their defense just gave up some points. They don't want the momentum to swing in the direction of the other team.
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Robinson, 83 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And the slot man goes in motion left. Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Williams, the man in motion left. Now Rivers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first down throw here for Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now a second down throw for Rivers. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw is Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot.
And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the golf.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ben Koyak, 49 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Going underneath for Gordon, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Rivers to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. To throw, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first in the red zone this time. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
In motion right comes Allen. Play fake. Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Novak to tack on the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Brandon Mebane. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Shotgun now for Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Jags do snap it. It's Bortles. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this is back to a 5-point game. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, it's Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now Bortles. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers.
You're holding
what
up
does that
4
mean?
fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Back to throw. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Back to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. He's back to throw. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And, Charles, you talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. That wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was a long-distance kick.
Brandon, it shows you the faith that this coaching staff has in their kicker. You're right. If this goes wrong, you're going to give up the ball near midfield. But that was an absolute rainmaker, and it's going to give them a late lead.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Rivers. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Fournette on the counter. Fournette, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. An excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And the lead is down to 2. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.